You're lazy, you don't stay in bed. You're lazy, you just stay in bed. You don't want no money, you don't want no bread. If you're drowning, you don't clutch no straws. If you're drowning, you don't clutch no straws. You don't wanna live, you don't wanna cry no more, no. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Oh, what a song. Anyway, hello, I'm the Utopian Trainer. And this video is today about laziness. So the message of the song just now is, if you don't do anything, then you're not deserving to get any money, you're not deserving to get any bread. Yeah? This is classism. That they're the lazy people out there. Anyway, I'm going to forgive Deep Purple because they're a boss band. I saw them live in Katowice 2 years ago. They were so good. Anyway, the point of this video is not just me demonstrating my nasal, fluey kind of singing abilities, but rather to deal with the issue of laziness. So I was sorry, I'm distracted by the music. I should turn it off, but I can't turn it off. So I was doing a seminar last week, and I had kind of gained the impression from the participant that I often gain from my young participants, is that they've been schooled to be this knowing a lot of things, being knowledgeable, very reflected on things. You know, they've just been in school, done Abitur, or done some A-levels, done whatever it is, however you call the exams that you do when you're 18 years old in your country. And it's you're having to be shown all the time, know this, know this, know this, know that. And there is this pressure. Pressure, that's another song. Ooh, maybe another day I'll sing that. Ooh. There's this massive pressure that they've been put under to know these things, to be this, and this kind of feeds into voluntary service of being the really good volunteer and learning the language and being the optimal worker. And this really fits into, of course, to the doctrine within neoliberalism of a self-optimization, making oneself better. There's a good word for this in German, Leistung. I think the word Leistung just brings many different things together, like effort, hard working, but being kind of the best person you can. And it's been shown that this kind of approach has really been linked to depression, that people are not really fulfilling the expectations they have, and this leads to their lower self-worth. Maybe they've been brought up with having this. Maybe their parents were giving them the love, giving them the attention when they did the good thing, when they show themselves how good they are at doing specific things. Now, I'm not saying, I've got kids, I'm trying to bring musical skills, yeah, and knowledge about football, all this kind of stuff. I'm not saying all that is bad, but there's kind of this indirect pressure that children are receiving. So, what do we do with this as trainers? I think, first of all, we have to deal with this not at an individual level, but think of this at a societal level and thinking what kind of societies will there be where there is this kind of, not this focus on self-betterment, but actually allowing people to be lazy, Yeah? Laziness, I think, is like a boss thing, a totally boss thing. And what kind of societies will enable people to not just feeling the pressure to improve themselves all the time? Some people say universal basic income is the way of dealing with this, in which people, the money that people are getting is not being then determined according to the amount of hours that they then put in. In another video, I'm going to come to the pros and cons of the universal basic income. But anyway, I'm going to leave this for another video. But there's one thing I think that if you're dealing with groups, you can, a little pedagogical tool that I didn't really make up. I attended a seminar last December, being led by someone basing her work on the work of Verbindung and also Neue Ökonomie. And there was this this workshop called Invite Someone Dangerous to Tea. And is out of this, we did something as participants during the seminar, and then in the seminar I did last week, I then tried it out. And it's called the laziness card. Yes. So imagine that you are the trainer, you have this program which you maybe have worked together with the participants in order to make this program, but there's always this kind of like issue of that you, the trainer, of course, the one who's in control, and have some kind of like learning aims, whether it's the learning aims the participants have, which is maybe coming from this internalized kind of I need to know many things to be this very cool, reflected person, or maybe it's like learning aims that you want to like implement in the group. So what you do is you give the group the laziness card. What the laziness card means is that once during the whole seminar, when the card is played, you do nothing for half an hour. And in this half an hour, you don't talk, you don't listen to music, you don't do anything. You just do nothing. Now, when I experienced it as a participant, we were outside, the laziness card was played, and then we just lie down. It was so boss. It was so boss. And while I was lying, I wasn't like, oh no, I have to think about this, I have to think about that, I have some kind of aim. But no, just allowing ourselves to do nothing. This was liberating. And with my group, this was yesterday when the card was played, when they just done a big voluntary service, they've come back, they've got to like think, oh, I've got to do a job, I've got to find work, I've got to get university plays. And then in the middle of all this like to-do lists, a to-do list arrived of doing nothing. And I mean, really doing nothing. Not passively by watching something, but actively doing nothing. This is a discipline I consider to be very needed. And because there was a bit wet floor, we just lied down on the seminar floor. We had some covers and we just lied on the floor for half an hour. And this was so good. They were like so relaxed and afterwards. And this, I asked them during the evaluation of the seminar, of the workshop, the whole thing, I got them to evaluate the laziness, and they rated the laziness very highly. Anyway, I've only tried it once, I've experienced it once, I went boss both times. So there's a little tip for all you trainers out there, my beautiful fellow pedagogues. But just imagine if this card wasn't just in the pedagogical context, but what if you were to just say in your political groups, in your NGOs, let's just once a week play the laziness card. Or at work, those of you who are doing like paid work, where you're going to offices and stuff, what if you would say, right, let's have the laziness card. One thing I didn't say is that the laziness card is that the trainer, I then gave to the group, but then the group decided between them who would be the person who would have the card. And then this person would then be deciding when it would be played. This, as the trainer, or maybe as the boss in another case, requires trust from you. But showing trust to your group really pays off a lot in my experience. And also in my utopia, there'd be a lot more trust and a lot less suspicion. Yeah. So, how about you try that out? Really. Now, of course, if you're dealing, I only did this. It was the last day of it was like a very short, small scale seminar I was doing. If you're in like a big seminar with like loads of different trainers all doing different workshops, then it's good to like discuss with them whether you should be doing this or not, because the groups will end up finding, like if your group is doing the laziness card and another one isn't, then but your group will tell the other people, and then they may go to the other trainer and say, yeah, they're doing the laziness card, can we do that as well? That might not fit in with the plans of the other trainer, might be a big plan, which sometimes I can be doing. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. You're clever. This is why you're watching the YouTube channel of the Utopian Trainer. So, thank you for your support, all my lovely subscribers. What I'd like to do is, the rest of you, just click on the subscribe button. It'll be a boss thing for you to do. And also click on the notification bell. So with that, I wish you a lovely day. Go and listen to Deep Purple. Mwah. Bye.